Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be using wool to do Bohemian fox locks, and I've gone ahead to cut the wool into a length which I'm satisfied with. Okay, this is styled by Gat, and on this channel we do hair tutorials, and these hair tutorials we try to see what we can substitute to what is actually expensive for us to afford. You know, we are trying to create where we can substitute things, extensions that are actually expensive. So we're going to be using Brazilian wool to do a Bohemian fox locks or a goddess fox locks. So you know, to get the human hair and all of those stuff, and fox locks extension is actually expensive. Okay, you can watch this, get your human hair or whatever you want to get, and do your fox locks. There is no I'm not telling you not to use it, but this is for those that don't want to break the bank. So we are going to be using Brazilian wool, and I made the coil I'm going to be using today from extension. I uploaded the video of the process of making the coil on my previous video or my previous upload, so you can check it out, the one I made, the Bohemian knotless braid. So we've already started the braid. Sorry, I've been there explaining. Okay, we are starting as box knotless braid. I'm going to braid it halfway and leave it, so just watch. So if you can't make knotless braid, you can actually catch the root and crochet the one you're going to be using to wrap through the root of the hair. But I prefer knotless because it's going to be very flexible, and it will not be paining the owner of the head or the scalp. And I want the fox locks to really fall. You all know that using Brazilian wool to do fox locks, it's actually it used to be stronger, but I want this one to fall. So I'm not going to make it knot. I'm going to be making it knotless braid, so it can lie down, so it can be flexible, flippable, and all of that. So I'm making it knotless. If you can't make it knotless, you can just make it with knots. Use or catch the root of the hair, then crochet the one you're going to be using to wrap the hair through the hair you've cut. Then you have your whatever there. So without wasting you guys time, I've gone ahead to make all the hair into knotless and halfway as well. So I'm going to start the fox locks. So I've done the hair halfway. I'm just going to show you this part because I did the same thing for all the hairs. So I don't want to waste you guys time. I'm just going to show you through this view, then we continue. So I've crocheted like 4 strands of wool through the braided hair, and I'm going to start wrapping using the longer part of the wool. When I wrap a little, like 4 times, I'm going to collect the coils. Like I said, the process of making this coil is in my previous video, please check it out. So I'm going to cross the coil through the hair and leave some part outside while some part is inside the hair. I'm wrapping. Why I left some part inside the hair is that I'm going to release that part very soon, because I want to have 2 strands of coils in 1 strand of hair, 1 strand of fox locks. I want to have 2 strands of coils. So I'm releasing the second strand of coil now. So I'm going to collect a shorter coil. You can see that this one is short. I divided the one, like the one I collected first, I divided into two. That's the one that is making the tips of this hair. So I wrap around, I fold that one into two to join the tips. I don't know if you see what I did there, but maybe the second time I will explain more what I did. I fold it into two inside the tip of the hair to give that thick finishing of the coil, because what I want is that I want the coil to be the last thing that I'll be showing. I want it to be like it's the coil I wrap, not the Brazilian wool. So that's the illusion I'm giving here. Like I said, I folded it inside the hair. I will show it again so that you guys will understand more. Forget that this part is not showing very well, the second one will show, so stay tuned. You see that what I'm saying is now looking like I wrap the coil. So let's go with for the second one. Like the first time, you will crochet the first strand, or how many strands you decide to go in with to wrap. I used 4 strands. Then you start wrapping using the longer part of the wool. Wrap a little and collect the coils. Coil the coil. Leave a bigger part out and wrap, not a bigger part, actually the middle, sorry, because that coil that is coming from the root of the hair should be longer than the one that is inside the hair. So it's the middle you'll be holding, then wrap to some point, then you release the second part of the coil. Okay, we have left one outside. Now then we are left with one strand of coil which we are going to release very soon. Okay, we are doing it now. Then we'll continue wrapping to at the tips of the hair. You can see we are having 2 strands of coils. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Then now I'm going to collect a shorter coil, like the one I used before. I divided it into 2. That's the one I'm using for the tip. Then I'm going to use the thread at the middle to wrap around the middle of the coil, then bring back that second hand of the coil and wrap them together. Make sure what you are doing is very firm, because this is very easy to unravel. I'll go again on it with another thread and wrap. Like I said, make sure that what you are doing is very firm to avoid it loosening. Then I'm going to tie firmly. For you to be satisfied, you can go in with a lighter to burn the tips or whatever, but make sure that your tying is very firm to avoid unraveling. Okay, we are done. We're going to go ahead and pack the hair to our satisfaction. You can actually leave this on your body, but this model is not that type of person, so I'm going to try and pack it. Let's see. Oh yes. Okay. So look what we have here. You can make this hair shorter to fit into a bob, or you can make it longer, depends on what you want. I'm going to pack another style for you guys to see again. Like I said, if this hair is shorter than this, it would have fit into a bob. Actually, I've had the intention of making a bob, then I make it longer, so I know this is not like braids that will fall easily. Okay, I love this. Okay, this is your style without breaking the band.